Have you ever sat back and just taken a deep breath and thought to yourself, man, I wish I could do the last few years over again? Now, I'm not talking about beating yourself up over the little simple mistakes, but just wishing you could apply everything you know now to the younger version of yourself. Well, that was me just last week. I recently turned 48, and wow, has midlife been a journey. It's taught me lessons I didn't even know I needed. Some were small, while others were bigger. But honestly, if I could rewind the clock and live my 40s all over again, there are definitely some things I would do differently and how I'm applying that wisdom going forward to live my best life. So I want to share a little of that with you. My hope is that by opening up about the things I've learned, you might find something here that resonates, something that gives you a little nudge, a little clarity, or even just a bit of reassurance that you're on the right path. Listen, life is a wild ride, but it's meant to be shared. And if my experiences can help you feel more inspired, empowered, or just better equipped as you navigate your own journey, then it's worth putting it out there. So let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Farrah Hylton, certified life coach, wife and mom with a successful career in corporate America who felt completely lost in midlife. That is until I hit pause and transformed my midlife crisis into a midlife reinvention. Now I'm on a mission to help women like you rediscover and reinvent themselves so that they can live their best, most fulfilling lives. So let's jump right into my list of 10 things I wish I could do over again, shall we? Number 10, I'd have started strength training much sooner. Not only has my metabolism slowed down, but I feel like my body has turned into a bag of mush. I used to be a cardio queen and thought it helped me to keep my weight down in my early 40s. I noticed the definition was diminishing like a lot. Trainers and avid gym goers used to ask me, when are you going to lift some weights? And I just rolled my eyes, but they were right. The tables have turned. Even my doctors are all saying strength training is a non negotiable. It boosts your metabolism, protects your bones, improves posture, and keeps everything tight. So if I could go back a little bit earlier, I'd start lifting weights just even twice a week. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Number 9, I would have invested in skincare smarter. When it came to skincare, I used to just grab whatever moisturizer was on sale. And let's be honest, I wasn't consistent. But now I am all about retinol, vitamin C serum, eye creams, and SPF every single day. Peptides and ceramides? Yes, please. Once I got serious about my skincare routine, everything changed. My skin started to glow. And here's the best part, I didn't need as much makeup. Actually, less makeup became my thing. I have super sensitive skin, and cutting back on heavy makeup made such a difference. My skin cleared up and I felt so much better. If only I'd started sooner, I'd probably be glowing even more by now. Your skin is your largest organ. Treat it like gold. Trust me, it's worth it. I'm already encouraging my kids to take their skincare routine seriously. It's never too early to start. Number 8, I'd have taken supplements seriously. Your 40s are when your body starts quietly asking for more support. And if you don't listen, it'll definitely get louder. For me, it started with constant fatigue, creaky joints from the smallest movements, thinning hair, and brain fog that was hard to ignore. Now, thankfully, I have an amazing doctor who urged me to get regular blood work and run a variety of panels to figure out what was really going on. Let me tell you, the numbers don't lie. That experience taught me to stop guessing and start being proactive about my health. Now, I take iron, vitamin D, turmeric for inflammation, calcium for my bones, biotin for my hair, and ginkgo for memory. It's all about prevention over reaction, friends. So do yourself a favor, see your doctor regularly, and stay on top of those checkups. Your future self will thank you. Number 7, I'd have embraced yoga. I used to think yoga was just glorified stretching, something tied to a hippie lifestyle that didn't really resonate with me. It felt like one of those things people did to seem trendy or to check a wellness box. But wow, was I wrong. Yoga has completely changed my perspective and my life. Now I see it as a sanctuary, a place where I can press pause on the chaos of every day. It's not just about the poses, although those have definitely been a game changer for my flexibility. It's about slowing down, learning to breathe, and being present in the moment. It taught me how to stay flexible, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. Life throws so much at us, and yoga has helped me navigate it with a bit more grace and patience. What really sealed the deal for me were my incredible instructors. Shout out to Renee, Carolyn, and Nikki. They made yoga accessible and welcoming, even for someone like me who didn't think I'd ever be a yoga person or a yogi. Their guidance turned it from something I was just trying out to something I genuinely look forward to. Honestly, yoga in your 40s isn't a luxury, it's medicine. It keeps me grounded, strong, and connected to myself in a way I didn't know I needed. If you've ever been on the fence about it, consider this your sign to give it a real shot. You might be surprised at how much it gives back to you. Number six, I'd have said no more at work. I used to say yes to everything: extra projects, late nights, last minute requests, you name it, yes. I thought that was the only way to prove my worth, like saying yes to everything would somehow show how capable and dedicated I was. But let me tell you, constantly being the yes person is exhausting. I was overcommitting, burning out, and honestly, not giving my best to anything because I was stretched too thin. It took me a while, but I realized that boundaries are actually a form of self respect. Saying no doesn't mean you're not dedicated or hardworking. It means you value your time, your energy, and your mental health. For example, now when someone asks me to take on a project that I don't have the bandwidth for, I politely chat with my manager about what needs to come off my list to prioritize this new request. When that email comes in late at night or over the weekend, I remind myself it's okay to respond during working hours instead of feeling the need to be on 24/7. And you know what? I'm so much more productive and focused now. I can't be in constant fire drill mode every day. It's just not sustainable. So saying no has helped me prioritize what really matters and show up fully for the things I say yes to. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, remember, setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's powerful. And honestly, it's one of the best things you can do for yourself and your work. Number five, I'd have mastered tech tools sooner. I'll admit it, technology used to intimidate me. I've never been an early adopter. I hesitated to switch from cassettes to CDs, dismissed satellite radio as a passing trend, and thought Blockbuster would last forever. Yeah, that was me. I clung to MapQuest longer than I'd like to admit, and I used to think it was only for government agencies. But here's what I've learned: technology is what you make of it. It can be a gift or a curse, it's your choice. When you embrace it, it has the power to transform your life both personally and professionally. It can make you more efficient, more productive, and open doors to opportunities you never imagined. My YouTube channel and coaching business are built entirely on technology. Tools like ChatGPT have become indispensable, like having a personal assistant in my pocket. Now, not a day goes by that I don't use ChatGPT. Whether it's writing, planning, or solving problems, mastering AI has saved me countless hours. So if I could go back, I'd embrace these tools sooner. Technology isn't something to fear, it's something to leverage. Don't wait like I did. Start exploring how it can work for you. You'll wonder how you ever got by without it. Number four, I'd have maxed out my 401k and invested more earlier. Midlife really does hit differently when your money is working for you instead of the other way around. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't always prioritize saving or investing when I was younger. Life just kind of got in the way, and I always thought I had time to figure it out later. Well, later came quicker than I expected, and now I'm playing catch up. But you know what? It's never too late to start taking control of your finances and building the future you want. These days, I'm diving into all books and advice from the heavyweights, like Warren Buffett and Robert Kiyosaki. Basically, anyone who knows how to grow your money and build financial security. It's been such an eye opener. I've learned that it's not about sudden massive moves, it's about small, consistent actions over time. What's keeping me motivated is knowing that there are so many more ways to generate passive income now than there were 10, 20, even 30 years ago. From investing in stocks, real estate, or index funds to side gigs and hustles and online opportunities, the options are endless. Sure, I still feel like I'm behind, but I remind myself that it's not a race and progress is what matters. If I could go back and tell my younger self one thing, it would be this: start early and stay consistent. Even if it's small, those little steps add up in ways you can't imagine. Future me is going to be so grateful, and I'm picturing her living her best life, sipping lattes in Paris or lounging on a beach somewhere without a care in the world. Sounds dreamy, doesn't it? Trust me, it's worth starting now so you can treat your future self to that kind of freedom. Number 3, I'd have started my YouTube channel years ago. Years ago, when I first started my blog, a few people told me, you should really start a YouTube channel at the same time. I smiled, nodded politely, and then didn't do it. I held back, full of doubt and fear. What will people think? Am I too late in the game? Do I even have anything worth sharing? Those thoughts played on repeat in my head, and honestly, they stopped me before I even tried. Now, looking back, I wish I could have told myself to just go for it, just do it, because eventually I did take the leap. And launching this channel has been one of the most rewarding, fulfilling things I have ever done. I could have had hundreds of videos on here by now, but you live and you learn, right? So if you've been holding back, waiting for the right time, the perfect setup, or that magical moment when you feel 100% ready, here's my advice: don't. You have a story to tell, and someone out there needs to hear it. You have a voice that matters. You don't need to have it all figured out to begin. Just start. It doesn't have to be perfect, because honestly, it never will be. But you'll grow along the way, and that's where the magic happens. Trust me, you've got this. Number 2, I'd have spent more time on personal growth and development. I used to be so focused on doing everything for others, whether it was my family, work, or my community. I completely forgot to take care of myself. It felt selfless at the time, but honestly, it wasn't sustainable. Eventually, I realized that if I didn't start investing in myself, I wouldn't be able to show up fully for anyone else. So that's when I made a shift. I started leaning into personal growth. Things like coaching, events, groups, self-help books, and even courses to build skills I always wanted to improve, like presenting with confidence, setting meaningful goals, and actually following through on them. These things aren't indulgences, they're essential. Every bit of time and energy I spent on self reflection and development has been transformative. It's helped me not just in my career, but in my relationships and overall well being. Taking that step to focus on myself was the best decision I've ever made. And I've learned that when I'm thriving, I can give so much more to the people and things I care about. Number 1, I'd have spent more time with loved ones. If I could go back and do my 40s all over again, there's one thing I'd do differently. One thing I'd make my top priority, and that's spending time with the people I love. It's something I think about a lot these days. Back then, I used to tell myself, oh, we'll catch up next week, or I'll call them tomorrow. But you know how life goes. Life happens. Work, errands, deadlines, responsibilities. And suddenly, next week turns into weeks, months, even years. When my dad passed away 2 years ago, it hit me hard. I started replaying all those moments I could have had with him, all the conversations we never got to have. I thought about the times I could have just sat with him, shared stories, laughed, or even just listened to him talk about his day. But I didn't. I let life get in the way, and now I'd give anything for just one more day with him, one more chance to make him smile or to create a memory I could hold on to forever. No one ever tells you how much you'll regret not making time for the people who matter most until it's too late. And let me tell you, time is never guaranteed. It was an incredibly painful lesson to learn, but it changed the way I look at things now. I'll be honest, I still struggle with it sometimes. It's easy to get caught up in the day to day grind, the never ending to do lists, the distractions. But then I look at my mom, who's in her 80s now, and I think about how precious each day is with her. She's still sharp, still full of stories, and I want to soak it all up while I can. And then there are my kids. Some of them are getting ready to go off to college, and I know these moments with them under one roof is fleeting. It's bittersweet, really. So now, if I feel that tug to call someone I care about or to stop by for a visit, I try not to put it off anymore. I don't tell myself later. I make the time. Even if it's just for a quick call or an afternoon coffee. Because at the end of the day, it's not the work emails or the errands that stick with you. It's those small, precious moments with the people you love that truly matter. If there's someone you've been meaning to reach out to, don't wait. Don't let next week slip away. Pick up the phone, plan a visit, and say the words you need to say. You'll never regret making time for the people who matter most, because when it's all said and done, those moments are what you'll carry with you forever. So here's the truth. We can't go back, but we can move forward with more clarity, confidence, and care. You're not behind. You're right on time. And you've got everything you need to live boldly, beautifully, and unapologetically throughout all of your years and beyond. If you found this helpful, give this video a like, share it with a friend, and drop a comment below. What would you do differently if you could start your 40s, 30s, 50s over again? Download my free Best Life checklist. I'll link it in the description below. Use the checklist to ensure you're tackling the 20 most important aspects on your path to living your best life. And don't forget to subscribe. I've got more midlife motivation, tips, and tools coming your way. I'm Farrah Hylton, reminding you your best life isn't behind you. It's just getting started. I'll see you in the next video.